How's it going?
Regardless of who starts on Sunday, how much did just getting in last Monday night, just getting back into the swing of it, help you, in a sense, get mentally tough for real things?
Yeah, well, I love playing football, and anytime you get a chance to go out there and play the game against another team, it's fun. So I had a good time. I guess 4 plays I was in there, and but it's always good to get game repetitions and things like that.
Is it mentally? Have you noticed with your elbow now than maybe at the end of training camp?
Say that again.
The difference with your elbow now than it was late in training camp.
Just my arm's fresher. I mean, just the repetitions. As you guys know, there's a lot of throws in training camp, and trying to get my arm better in the off season. It probably wasn't as in good shape as it needed to be. Going into training camp, and a couple weeks into it, started feeling the effects.
Alan said that you were still getting treatment on it. What are you going through?
Just treatment-wise, just things that strengthen the muscles around, just everywhere. And now it's not so much treatment; it's just, working it out and making sure that it stays fresh.
Is it tough mentally preparing for a game like this when you don't know if you're going to be the starting quarterback or not?
No, it's not tough at all. I've been in this spot before. This isn't new to me. I'm going to prepare, like I am going to play. I have to do that to be ready just in case. And, I'm going to do everything I can, prepare like, I would be the starter this week, and just see where it goes from there. Nobody knows. So it's one of those things that, I owe it to everybody else and myself to make sure I'm ready.
That's how you always prep, though, right? I mean, you always prep to get ready to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And, obviously there was more practice reps and things like that. So it's a little bit different, but mentally wise, every week's the same. I got to know it just as good as the guy taking the snaps. And, that's part of the job. It's part of being a pro. That's part of the NFL.
Alan said you had a good practice. Is it just because you've worked with first team, all preseason?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it felt good, felt comfortable, and I felt like we had a good crisp practice, and we just have to execute. Guys are hungry and want to get this thing back on the right track.
What did you glean from Monday's offensive performance, though, as a team?
As a team. We didn't play probably from top to bottom. Everyone would probably say the same thing. We didn't play like we needed to play, and we ran into a team that's really good that played really good, and they capitalized on mistakes and made the best of them. And it's just one of those games that you try to learn from, but it's 1 of 16. I mean, you got to keep going and move on to the next week. You can't just keep thinking about what happened.
But 2-2 sounds better than 1-4 or 1-3.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to get the wins when you can, right?
But just saying, if you are, and there's a lot of speculation, if you are starting, do you see this as an opportunity or chance for you to prove that maybe you should be under center?
No, I'm not going to try to prove anything. If I do get the chance to play, then I'm going to play the best I can, and I'm going to go out there and lay it on the line and try to do the things that I can to help this team win. And nothing has shaken my confidence in myself. So I'm going to go out there and I believe I can do it and do the best that I can.
Looking at the Redskins, as your next opponent, what jumps out, as a potential problem for you guys on defense?
They're a very talented team. They got a lot of talented guys on defense, and I think some of the numbers that get thrown out don't really do it justice, because they got some talented guys, and they do things right. I mean, they were a playoff team last year for a reason, and I was on the team that we played them in the playoffs, and so I know what kind of team they have, and we hadn't gotten into the entire game plan yet about stuff that causes problems, or I wouldn't get into that, but it's things we just have to do what we do, execute, and just be ready for a lot of looks.
What is the prime timeline for you to find out whether you're the guy or not? How soon or how late can it be before you are told, this is your time now?
I don't know. I mean, my rookie year, Aaron in Green Bay was hurt, and I thought I was starting the whole week, and they even kind of told me that there's a 99% chance you're going to be playing. And I think like an hour and a half before the game, Aaron comes running in there in his shoulder pads, and so it was. It's one of those things that you never know. I mean, I'm going to be ready no matter what, no matter when they tell me, or whether it's today or Sunday morning. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to be ready to roll.